Imagine living in India, knowing the history of Islamic invasions, remembering terrorist attacks like the Mumbai massacre, and not being allowed to criticize Muhammad, the false prophet who called for your total annihilation and caused millions of deaths. Some people don't have to imagine. Reuters reports. Baton-wielding police patrolled barricaded and deserted streets in parts of the southern Indian tech hub of Bengaluru on Wednesday after 3 people were killed in overnight clashes triggered by a Facebook post offensive to Muslims. Al Jazeera says that the post insulted Muhammad. The violence began late on Tuesday with mobs pelting stones, burning vehicles, and setting a police station on fire, and lasted until the early hours of Wednesday. Dozens of people were wounded. Seeing that much fire, smoke, and the violence was really scary. I was really frightened. We've only seen such things on TV, said Ahan Khan, a college student who lives near the police station in northeast Bengaluru. Police said the person responsible for the offensive post, which has since been deleted, has been arrested. A spokesman for Facebook said it was investigating, adding its standards prohibit hate speech and incitement to violence. This man was arrested for a Facebook post deemed offensive to Muslims. Notice the hypocrisy. We open the Quran and we read Surah 98 verse 6, where the great God Allah declares, "Verily, those who disbelieve in the religion of Islam, the Quran, and Prophet Muhammad, from among the people of the Scripture, Jews and Christians, and al-mushrikun, will abide in the fire of hell. They are the worst of creatures." Mushrikun, or mushriks, are idolaters and polytheists. Muslims would include Hindus in this category. So the verse calls Jews, Christians, and Hindus the worst of creatures. According to Muhammad, Jews, Christians, and Hindus are lower than dogs. We're lower than insects. And yet, if you criticize Muhammad for calling you and your family and your friends the worst of creatures, you could go to jail for offending Muslims. Bengaluru Police Commissioner Kamal Pant said his officers had initially tried to hold back around 1,000 protesters using batons and tear gas, but then opened fire. The police had no escape, and they had to resort to firing, and 3 people died, Pant said, adding that 110 people had been arrested for alleged vandalism and attacking the police. The 3 victims were Muslim men aged between 19 and 21, said Rizwan Arshad, a Congress Party lawmaker in Bengaluru who reached the police station amid the violence on Tuesday night to appeal for calm. A medical officer at the government-run Bowring Hospital said they had treated at least 27 injured policemen and 12 protesters, including 3 who had suffered gunshot wounds. 3 Muslims dead, dozens of police injured. Why? Because of a Facebook post. A police official said an emergency law prohibiting gatherings had been imposed in Bengaluru, a city of 12 million people known as India's Silicon Valley. Police gave the first name of the accused man as Naveen and said he was the nephew of a Congress politician whose house was attacked and burnt in the violence. The politician, R. Akanda Srinivasa Murthy, appealed for calm in a video message carried by media. "We're all brothers. Whatever crime has been committed, let the law teach them a lesson," Murthy said. "I appeal to our Muslim brothers and everyone else to maintain peace." Television channels on Tuesday night showed a group of people gathered outside a police station, clashing with officers and burning several police vehicles. Welcome to Islam, the religion that calls for the violent subjugation of the entire world and then calls for more violence if you criticize the violence. You know, I can't control what politicians and police do in India, but I can control what happens on my YouTube channel. And here at Act 17 Apologetics, we'll be talking about Muhammad all week long, live, every night. I'll pin the links in the comments section. If you don't like what we say about Muhammad, you're welcome to join us live and defend your prophet if you're able.